what are some of the common things that we can do to get our conversion rate higher before we start going on, and it might not just be Facebook, it might be other ad platforms as well. Are we looking at our sales copy? Are we looking at product, images? I've done some CRO for ecom businesses that have increased conversions, but I'd love to hear what your most common changes are.
Yeah,
or
no
tweaks.
problem. Yeah, so the good thing about CRO is that it's not, you're not paying for ad traffic. So if you're already getting traffic to the site, even for established stores that might have a sort of half leaky plumbing, but they're getting a few sales, even, increasing the percentage from 2% conversion rate to 3% can increase revenue by as 50%, double the revenue. So it does have a really good effect. But yeah, to get to your question, people buy regardless of what product you sell. People generally have the same buying journey, buying psychology that people need to see when they shop on an e-commerce business. So you have to think about yourself. How are you different from a retail store? People can't touch or feel your product. So starting with, do you have really good product images? And do you have multiple product images so people can see the details? If it's a bag, can you see what's inside the bag? Is there photos behind the bag? A close-up photo of the material of the bag? All these images really matter. So people, they can't see it in store. Give them as much as you can. And a really good example, if you don't know where to start with CRO and you want to try it yourself, have a look at how Amazon do it. Their website is optimized for CRO. They've got all the elements they have on there, reviews, feedback from customers, so much information, especially in like dot.
That social proof is so good, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a huge thing. And a lot of these things can be automated as well. And some people often say to me, I just have a store and I don't have any reviews yet. Or I don't have any customers to give me reviews. Just create a coupon code and get a few of your friends, like 5 or 10 of your friends, to just run through the store and get them to leave a review. Just to get the ball rolling there. That's always a good start. At least you get a little bit of social proof. And then you can automate when real customers come through, send them an automated email after they've purchased, incentivize them with chance to win a free Amazon voucher for $50 or something if you can leave us a review. These kind of things just to get the ball rolling. And that'll make a huge difference. Product images, reviews, and make sure the add to cart button, if it's say the product page itself, is really clear and it's at the top of the page. And that's the only main call to action that people have. Don't overcomplicate it.
Yeah, I love it. So don't make it hard to buy.
Yeah,
it's like what Amazon, like you said, is a great tool or a resource to look at. It's like what have they done to make it easy for people to buy? There's a lot of other things that people may not be able to do, like having Amazon Prime and memberships to their e-commerce business, even though I have talked about that with other people on the podcast, having membership component of your e-commerce business. But yeah, I think this is the biggest thing that I've helped people with their e-commerce brands is taking, like they've got big Amazon, like people come to me and say, hey, Jared, how do I get off Amazon and start selling off Amazon so they can have, a high profit margin and not be dictated and have the whole business owned by Amazon. We just scrape a lot of that data points of reviews, put them all over the site on their product page. And the cool thing about them being on Amazon is I wouldn't say everybody, but a lot of people selling on Amazon, there's this level of product images and product descriptions that are really, really good. So they've already highly optimized their images, and we can just bring them over and put them straight on the site. So I would say, like, even, people that want to sell some like sunglasses or something like that, go onto Amazon and look at their images and how they're like, are they flexible sunglasses pointing to different things with like not just the image, but also like graphics within the image, of descriptions within the image of like why this material is good. And have you seen that Amazon have helped e-commerce brands sell better off Amazon as well?
Yeah, a lot of e-commerce stores do go down that route, especially in the US, and it's becoming more popular in Australia, where Amazon is a big seller for them. Sometimes as high as 80% of their sales, and they've got that Shopify store as well that they're trying to, obviously, that's their store. They're not having to pay the high fees to Amazon. And I think another around that conversion thing as well is, just study what Amazon are doing, especially their product pages, really pay attention to what are they including on that page, and how can you migrate some of that to your e-commerce store, whether it's Shopify or WooCommerce, whatever platform. And also, I mean, a lot of e-commerce owners, I think, shy away from having contact information. Like, they want to have this online business. They don't want to have too many touch points with the customers at all. But don't be afraid to put up a phone number at the top, email, returns policies clearly on the product page. Just make it look like, hey, we're backing our product here. If you're not sure about anything, give us a call, chat to us online. You'll find that most people won't, but they will just like to see that information's there. Just gives them a sort of a trust point. I mean, there's a lot of, just, hey, these guys obviously look legit. They've got a phone number, they're contactable, even like here's their warehouse address or an address, anything like that. It does help. So that does make a difference.